What is up, everybody? I'm your legendary commander, and welcome back to Between the Stars. So, last we left off, and they've cleared out of the sector already, we were basically tricked, and we gave the best engineer ever to Nartos. And then, so the side that I never wanted to side with turned out to be the good side. And I was trying to think that maybe they were trying to pull the wool over my eyes. No. The wool was pulled over my eyes, so we have a job to do, and we also have a few other little contracts here. So, species, planet sector 5875. Let's do these real quickly, and then we'll get back into the story. Head towards the commander's room where Mason awaits. The admiral had made it. The news of Flynn's betrayal had circulated faster than a ship in the middle of a warp, and the response had not taken long. With all the cards on the table, it was clear who should be John Flynn's successor, and to carry out the full weight of Mr. Republic under her shoulders. You enter the command room where the admiral waits you, along with the captain, Jesse Bradley. Although it was okay, you did not understand how Admiral Mason held him in such high esteem. Captain, I was waiting for you. Headquarters is now under our command, Captain. The whole universe has echoed Flynn's betrayal. Now the Interstellar Republic is united again. We must begin with the preparations for battle. We know the loss of the Doctor puts us at a clear disadvantage. We don't have a lot of time, although we have taken the worst part of the conflict. The Children of the Sun's army has had many more casualties than Emperor Narcos would like. Even with Banner in his possession, it would take some time for him to reorganize his troops for another attack. Children of the Sun are in motion. Our scouts have detected continuous movement of Narcos' fleet. We do not know for certain what it is, but Emperor Nartos is desperately looking for something. We believe Dr. Banner kidnapping is directly related to it. Still doesn't make sense. We all know the power of the ship, but Nartos defeated it once. Why would he go to such great pain to repair the ship when he already has an army ready for battle? There's something strange about this whole situation. John Banner has kept something from us. The best team of engineers in the Republic is working right now on the reconstruction of the Genesis without any success. Repairing the mechanical systems has not been particularly difficult, but it remains completely inoperative. We have tried over and over again to couple with some of the Maya system we had as the ship was found without it, but we have not been successful. Mason looked curious at the artifact as you clear things up. My crew and I rescued it when we came across the wreckage. We thought we could access it to find out exactly what happened at Tessacella, but my men had been unable. Whatever it is completely different from any artificial intelligence system you've ever seen. Splendid work, Captain. Our scientists will need you to resume research. Okay. Bradley keeps his mouth shut, but he keeps an eye on you, but only by looking at the expression on his face. You already know what he's thinking. Admiral Kendra Mason, by the way. Captain, we have received signals from a Children of the Sun scout squad near the sector. Most of my men are busy fine-tuning facilities or starting recruits. I need him to take care of them. At your command, Admiral. Bradley says goodbye with a grin on his face. Bradley, you will join Commander on the mission. I trust you will Look after their safety. Either you both come back or don't come back at all. He who lies last best, and you seize the moment to remind Bradley of that with a sharp gaze. Don't need any help. Do it all myself.
Don't stay behind. I won't die for you.
Same to you, Bradley. I hope you have better aim than when you tried to kill us.
Coordinates set, Captain. Waiting for course confirmation.
Engines at maximum power, May. Let's get rid of those scouts.
Alright, going to Bayuko, or whatever it is right there. Most likely we both have the right idea that we fly the same ship.
Whoa! We thought you collided with a meteorite or something. False alarm, guys. He's still alive. Mike, I owe you 200 credits.
It's too quiet in here.
What with how late you've been, I wouldn't be surprised if the enemy knew all of the Admiral's plans.
I'm serious, Bradley. It's a trap. Prepare for combat!
For the Republic!
I mean, how is it a trap? You're talking about, I mean, a whole situation that we were coming after the scouts. Oh yeah, I love lasers. I love lasers.
Bradley, situation status report.
Screw you! You're not my commanding officer!
Oh yeah.
Good job, guys! Let's show the captain how to kill children of the sun!
Bradley, be careful, you idiot!
Maybe you should be careful. It's difficult to distinguish you from the children's ships.
Wonderful. Oh, holy shit, what was that?
May, damage analysis!
I feel fine, Captain. Bradley's words haven't damaged me one bit, although I appreciate you asking.
May, ship damage!
Moderate hull damage. Fully operational systems.
Alright, let's get this over with. Enough of them, Bradley. Let's retreat.
No way! We won't leave anyone alive!
I said get back. It's too dangerous.
There aren't many enemy ships left! All power to weapons!
Yay, Bradley's gonna get himself killed.
Bradley, answer! Damn it! Take them out! Protect Bradley's ship!
Haha. Shit. Shield recharge.
crew, prepare for boarding. We won't return to headquarters without that fool.
Preparing boarding.
Cut the engines. You enter the ship and see damage from the impact at first sight. Many of the systems are turned off, while others lie completely useless on the floor. Luckily, the ship life support was still active. You order the crew to search the ship for survivors. Divide the groups together. With 2 men from your team, you head as fast as you can to the bridge. You advance to the corridors, avoiding the sparks that come out of the broken wires. The impact has been more severe than you thought. If there was any survivors left, it was clear they would not last long on Bradley's ship. You reach the bridge where you find the door half open but blocked by a mountain of wreckage. It seems as the ceiling of the room had collapsed completely. Alright, so we're going to find out if we can rescue Bradley. Oh, it's a 3. The task was especially difficult. Most of the large metal sheets and bars that covered the road were completely buried. Adding the space the gate left for you to work was minimal. Getting to Bradley would take a while. Okay, so we get a roll again. We get a sun. I got a 9. You pull the last of the plates away, freeing up enough space to get through. One by one, you enter the control room. As you predicted, the vast majority of the roof had collapsed, burying Bradley under a mountain of metal. You look for him in the rest of the room. As you quickly try to pick up any sound indication that he is still alive. Suddenly, you hear moans under your feet. Bradley was still alive. You remove everything you can from him carefully while you shout for him to hold on. It was no easy task with all the junk you had buried him. You had to be extremely careful. A false move could make a little space. He had to breathe completely disappear. Are you alright? Between the moans, you managed to get him. You managed to get to him. He did not look well. Some of the iron that had fallen had been completely embedded in his leg and arms in deep ways. You look up at the head and see the huge bloodstain covering his face and his forehead. A gap or gate flows blood as frantic. Great. Carefully you finish releasing him and do quick examination. He looks quite shocked, but he is conscious. Is the crew alright? I've sent some of my men to scout the rest of the ship. If they're alive, we'll find them. Bradley doesn't seem to understand very well what you're saying to him. What happened to the scouts? Oh, he says thanks. So basically Bradley is fucked up. Bradley out through the gate. Okay, so now we have Bradley aboard our ship. We've sedated him. It was a good hit, but he will recover. Your captain is a tough nut to crack. Okay, so people want to know what happened. So stretcher headed back. The other group awaits you. Some surviving crew members. As soon as they see Bradley, they throw themselves at him, worried, but immediately calm down. Okay, gotcha.
Captain, we've managed to stop the bleeding for now, but Bradley has a severe concussion. Without the right equipment, he will die.
Bradley has to survive. Drug him, tube him, whatever you want, but keep him alive.
Yes, Captain.
Let's go to the headquarters. Where's the headquarters? The ship ramp hits the ground. The medical team runs to the medical center. With Bradley in critical condition against all odds, the captain has arrived alive. Now all you can do was leave him to the best hands and wait for good news. Remember, we're tender Mason. is you had to report the destruction of the Children of the Suns, the explorers, and the situation of Captain Bradley and the Admiral's most trusted men. Yay, he's gone. I don't want to deal with him anyway. Once standing in front of one of the panels while she hangs up a transmission. Captain, Commander, I was waiting for you. Take a good look at the headquarters of the Republic under my command. A few months ago, it was all I wanted, but I had never imagined it would be like this. Our army is smaller than ever. The Children of the Sun are raging through our systems, spreading chaos and hunting us like flies. What do you have left when a life of dedication falls apart piece by piece? Pick up the fragments, rebuild, keep on fighting. I mean, essentially that's what you do. You just pick it up because you can't do much else. Maybe you're right, Captain. As we keep pushing, Nartos still wants something we have. We cannot allow him to get it. We have begun recruiting troops. New recruits are beginning their training alongside the most capable captains. We must strengthen our ranks as long as we can, but we cannot win this battle alone. We need allies. The war with the Children of the Sun not only affects the Interstellar Republic, it entimes the rest of the universe to fight for the survival. Since the beginning of the conflict, the SMC has been affected many of its commercial routes and has completely closed. Even many of its facilities have passed the control of the Children of the Sun. You saw it in Xena. We must meet with the corporation board of directors and secure the support of its security forces. We have fixed a hearing, and I would like you to speak up for us, Commander. I am afraid I can't leave the headquarters with the current situation. How am I going to convince the SMC? Real quick, put a gun to their head. The SMC controls a private military paid out of its own pocket. With what's happening, they won't be able to ignore the Children of the Suns much longer. You must make them come to their senses. Uniting forces is the only way that will allow us to face the army of Nartos. Besides, you will not be alone. I will send Bradley and Captain Burroughs and Dunn, my most trusted men. I know there were some differences between you and the commander, but the fact that you're both safe and sound shows that you can work together. Yeah, he's at the medical center. You almost forgot about Jesse Bradley. Your crew had taken him to the medical department. You speak without hesitation, Admiral. I must inform you that Bradley's ship fell to the scouts we were hunting down. We've been able to get him off the ship, but he is in serious condition. She wants to know what happened. Brad's reckless. Straight up, that's what he did. I went after the scouts that remained left after the ambush. I warned him it was too dangerous. He ignored my warning, and one of the enemy missiles hit his ship. We chased the remaining children of the Sun and came as quickly as we could to the rescue. We found Bradley and the bridge completely buried. The ship had been badly damaged, and most of his crew had perished. Mason remained silent. The news had affected her deeply. Admiral Kendra Mason, you will leave immediately and look after our interest in the hearing with SMC. Do not fail us. Trying to disguise the concern, she advances towards the exit of the room, leaving you at her back. By the way, Captain, there have been a recruit who has not ceased to beg me to make you the captain in charge of his instructions. At first I refused, but he was particularly convinced he must be waiting for you at the port, and Catherine, and the captain takes care of him. I assure you, he holds you in great esteem. Alright? Admiral says goodbye to you and leaves the room. She's crying because that's her boy toy. I guarantee it. So you head back to the spaceport. Admiral Mason was right. If you wanted to win this war, you would have to see it. Okay. It wanted to win the war. Okay. But here's the question. You arrive at the spaceport and head towards your ship. Already far away from a bar, you can see someone next to the landing bridge with a big chest waiting for you. As soon as you are close enough, you can distinguish the young man you had taken on the ship after leaving Xena. Greetings, Captain. Admiral Mason has assigned me to your ship. I thought it would be better to wait for you before boarding. Alright, Patrick, take your stuff inside. Patrick will be saying during his training. Normally he would have gone through a previous training process of a couple of years, but due to the situation, okay. So I get another person to put on my ship. When you're done, head to the reactor room. Okay. Whatever.
Burroughs and Dunn present, awaiting new orders, Captain. Admiral Mason has assigned us to your command to ensure the success of the mission.
Copy that. We'll leave immediately for the hearing with the Council. We'll keep the ships at a secure distance to avoid attracting attention. At the slightest setback, we'll contact each other to report the situation.
At your orders, Captain.
So guys, it looks like that is what happened to Bradley, and our next mission now is to go contact a corporation. I was thinking maybe we'd see aliens in the game, but it's not looking like we're going to see aliens. It's just going to be corporations and getting them involved, which you would think they would have already kind of been involved, so yeah. What is that, the ship we rescued earlier? But guys, that is going to be it for this one. If you did like this video, hit that like button. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe. But y'all take care, and I'll catch you next time.